So we talked about these go up by 7.5, so this would be 82.5, this next line. If we extend the line, it looks like it's going to be a little bit higher, so it's probably going to be somewhere around 90. So 95 would be a little bit too high. But if you type, and we're talking about the B value right now. If you type 115 divided by 7 in your calculator, you get about 87.8. So it looks like it's more accurate to the B value. But here's the best way to do it, okay? You got to locate 2 points on your line, all right? Now, in order to do that, you really have to zoom in on it because the points are very, close together. So if you look, that's actually not a point. There's a point right there. And then if you look, that's actually not, it's really tough to see. There's a point right there, okay? So let's write down these 2 points. This would be 22.5, 75. And then the next point we have would be 75, 45. 75, excuse me. So we would use our slope formula to find the slope. So label your points, x1, y1, x2, y2. So we have 45 minus 75 divided by, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 75 minus 22.5. So in the numerator, we get negative 30, right? In the denominator, if you subtract 75 minus 22.5, you get 52.5. Now, because you have decimals here, what I would do if I were you is I'd times numerator and denominator by 10. So you get negative 300, right, over 525. Okay? So if you reduce this, you get negative 4/7. How cool is that? So that's actually the best way to do it. And this is your slope. Now, if you wanted to, you could take your slope and one of these points and plug them in the slope-intercept. But we don't really need to do that, and I'll show you why. Because if we scroll down and look at our answer choices, there's only one, actually, well, two. So it actually has to be A or C, and we already eliminated A. So it is C. But again, if you want to get that 100 or 615 over 7 exactly, you could just take this slope and one of these points and plug them into point slope form. And if you did your math right with the fractions, if you want to use fractions to be exact, you would get 615 over 7. Okay? I did it actually with a student in the extra help session at 1 p.m. So that would be your answer then is C. So let me go back to regular view. Moving on. Okay, it asks for standard form here. Guys, you can't get, and I'm going to emphasize this because I have 2 questions on this on the test. You can't get standard form right away from information from a line. You want to get slope-intercept form first, and then take slope-intercept form and convert it to standard. So given these 2 points, the first thing you have to do is find the slope. So it's going to be negative 3 minus your y1, which is 3. And again, you should label these. I'm actually probably showing a bad habit of not labeling all your work because a lot of you will need to do this to get the right answer. So you should label your points x1, y1, x2, y2. You get your slope is negative 2. Okay? Now take your slope and one of these points and plug them into slope-intercept form. So I have 3, right, equals negative 2 times 7 plus b. Multiply these 2, you get negative 14. And if you solve for b, you would add 14 to both sides, and b is 17. So now your final answer in slope-intercept form is y equals negative 2x plus 17. But the question asks for standard form, right? Standard form is x and y on the same side of the equation. So what you have to do is, it should be there, what you have to do is add 2x to both sides, and now you get it in standard form. 2x plus y equals 17. So I can't stress enough, these are probably the hardest problems in the test for you guys. When the question asks for standard form, do not try to take your information and convert it to standard form right away. Do not. Go do all your work for slope-intercept form first, then take your answer in slope-intercept form and convert it to standard form. Okay? There's a way to do this problem with slope, but I'm just going to do it the way most of you probably do it. In the first 4 hours, he peeled 88 potatoes. So therefore, for 1 hour, he peeled 22 potatoes, right? If you divide 88 by 4 hours. So therefore, how many potatoes can he peel in 8 hours? Just times this by 8, and that's a P there, not a number. Okay, times this by 8, and you get 176. These are writing the equation from a graph. Okay, you got to find your B value and your slope. Your B value is -4. Slope up 2 over 1. Change in Y is 2 there. Change in X is 1. Okay, bam. If I'm going too fast, stop the video and go back. Y-intercept. Two ways you can do this. If it's in standard form, which this one is, you could plug 0 in for X, which will cancel it off, and solve for Y. Y is 4. So therefore, your ordered pair would be 0, 4 for your y-intercept. Or you could take that problem and get y by itself. And then your b value would be your y-intercept. You can subtract 3x, right? I like to switch the order of these to make it more like slope-intercept. So -3x minus 28. Divide by -7. So your slope-intercept form would be y equals 3 over 7x plus 4. So there's your b value again, 0, 4. Almost there. Equation from a graph. We have -2 here. That's your b value. Down 3 over 2. So slope is -3 over +2. Okay. There you go. C. 4 more. Okay. See how y is not by itself? That's point slope form. So remember I told you that no matter what form you like, you still had to know point slope form. So there's point slope form. Okay. So that's your x. Remember, you only plug in for y1, m, and x1. So y minus 2 equals 1x minus 9. So 9 goes right there. 2 goes right there. And the 1 gives you the same thing back. So you have your answer right there, A. Okay, this is probably another harder problem. We want to make sure that our change in y and our change in x are the same. So what happens here is basically for a family, she charges a flat fee plus a per hour charge. Well, a flat fee plus a per hour charge, that's linear. So we actually do know that this is linear, because I was going to say we have to find the change in y over the change in x from the table, but they actually jump up differently every time. So the best way to do it is just make these ordered pairs. So this is one ordered pair. This is another one. So we have 9, 88, and then another ordered pair is 11, 106. Notice we have two other pairs we could also use. So find the slope between those 2 points. So your slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So the x's are easy. We get a change of x at 2. Now for our change in y, we have 106 minus 88. We get 18. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. So A is the only one that has a slope of 9. But if you want to take it one step further, you could take this slope in one of these points and do y equals mx plus b as verification. So I'd have 88 equals 9 times my x value, which is 9 because I use this point up here, plus b. So 88 equals 81 plus b. And if you subtract 81 from both sides, b is 7. So that also confirms that it's A. So that's what we do for that table question. Make 2 points from the table, find the slope, write the equation. Best fit line question, okay? Your second question on best fit line, you'll probably have 2 of these. Based on the line of best fit, what is the age of the puppy if it weighs 16 pounds? Well, it looks like the pounds is the y-axis, right? Okay, and then age is x. So we need to find this one. But it says, what is the age of the puppy if it's 16 pounds? It doesn't go all the way up to 16. And it looks like the slope here is kind of 2 over 1, right? So it might go up 2 over 1, okay? Or up 1 over 2, excuse me. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. So that would probably be right there. And basically what I did is I just continued the slope pattern. See how it's going up 1 over 2 about every time? Okay, about. All right, now you might say it's actually like up 1 over 3, something like that, but it's about. So we're trying to extend that line a little bit. All right, and I'll re-summarize that for you if you'd like. They already made the best fit line for you. So it looks like it's not perfect, it's about up 1 over 3 units each time. Okay, but you could just straighten this line out if you want to. And it's tough for me to do on here because I don't have a straight line tool. And then go up to 16 and estimate what that x value would be. So it looks like it'd be, right, each of these is 2. It'd be about 25. Okay, so you use the best fit line like we just did to accurately predict future behavior. All right, and then equation from a graph. That should be an easy one, right? B value is 3, down 1 over 4, so negative 1/4. So there's the entire review, guys. All right, if you need to, maybe study for a few minutes before taking the test, but there it is. If you have any questions, please email me, and have a fantastic day. Good luck.